Five, 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 four, three, two, one, go!
Hello everybody, it's great to see you and I do hope you are well. I'm Jenny Kirk, welcoming you here to another amazing Monday Club, your online model railway club where everybody is welcome. And that's how it's always been. And well, there's a few things coming up in the news. We'll be talking a little bit about the release of the EFE Rail Class 74, the final BR big diesel, mainline diesel class, although technically diesel and electric. But it's really interesting to see that that gap has finally been plugged. So really looking forward to that. And so is Gronksy. But of course, one thing that's going to get Gronksy really, really excited is we can exclusively reveal that the Class 13s are on their way to the shops. Oh yes, that's right. The Mega Gronk is coming to you. All hail,
the Mega Gronk! Mega Gronk! Mega Gronk!
Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes. And we say that because it's very important, Mr. HMRC. Yes, YouTubers do pay tax as well. So there we
go. Cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Consult your physician, your mileage may vary.
Absolutely. So yeah, obviously there will be a review. In fact, there'll probably be lots of reviews over on YouTube land. As is always the way, people who get it first, there's always somebody who tries to rush a video out. But actually, we believe in quality videos here at Weir Yard. So
we try to actually produce some as well.
Yeah,
sometimes.
so we're not going to like rush it out. We will fast track it into the queue, but we're not going to rush it. We are going to bring you a quality video on the Mega Gronk. Also, as the stream goes on, we've got a special guest tonight. So you'll have seen over the weekend huge amount of support for the Rails of Sheffield new shop opening. And this is actually at the railway station in Sheffield, the main Sheffield Midland railway station. And this is quite a departure for Rails of Sheffield. Now, they're very well known for opening new shops, but up until now, John Barber has tended to just buy the place next door, and then the place next door to that, and then the place next door to that. So on Chesterfield Road, they've still got, that hasn't changed, that hasn't shut, the huge row of shops.
The Rails Village.
The Rails Village is what's behind, but we're going to be talking...
Oh, is it Railway Street? Rails of Sheffield Street.
Who knows? Actually, I think it would be probably Barber Court or something like that. But we're going to have Richard Brighton on, and you'll have seen quite a lot going on over the weekend. And Jules Holland. It makes me really a little bit envious in a way, because we were off actually down in Leighton Buzzard. We've been planning for a long, long time. An event that we were invited to down in Leighton Buzzard, so we could not unfortunately make the Rails of Sheffield station shop opening, but a lot of you guys did. I've heard from quite a few of you.
I saw some of the photos. There was an awful lot of people there.
Yeah, DJ K666 says I've got to wait until after Christmas to get my Class 74.
I'm sure it'll be worth the wait.
It definitely will, actually. I've got the weathered one. I think it's something like 74009, something like that. That's the one I've got on order, so I'm really looking forward to that. Big hello to NER Models. We've got Dion Wollaston. Great to see you. Speliak here. David Scott, 6468. Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath. You're waving your fingers in the air like you just don't care.
That is the way that I get your attention these days.
Yeah.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to TMC The Model Centre, because they have been our sponsor for a very long time now.
Yep.
They have decided that they're going to try something else.
Yeah.
So we're no longer sponsored by them, but we wish them all the best.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to go on to big and fantastic things.
Absolutely.
So,
and we will still
guys.
be involved with TMC over the coming months with a variety of different things. You will still see all the news from them here, including the BZ six-wheel coach. They've just put out a video on that. of the latest EP, so that really does look exciting too. So a huge thank you to TMC, the Model Centre, but they've been re-evaluating their marketing budget, and so we do wish them well and thank them for their amazing support, keeping the lights on. So there we go. But anyway, we've also got news, as I said there, the BZ, which is actually also an EFE rail model, exclusively commissioned by TMC from EFE rail. That's coming along great. They've just shared the latest EP. So they've taken on board some of the changes that were needed, that were flagged up by people after they showed the first EP. So it'll be really interesting to see how that's going. And at some point we do need to get either Alex or Howard on to talk about that commission. I'm curious what they've actually needed to change. Now we've got Christmas coming, so there's a lot of great sales on at the moment. So do check them out, quite a lot out there. And also over the weekend we took the opportunity to visit AGR Model Railways in Leighton Buzzard, a model shop that is part of the Monday Club badge scheme, has been since the green badges actually. I hadn't realised quite how long it had been. But it's the first time I've actually been into that shop. Really, really great shop, tucked away a little bit. I do recommend you have a look up where it is, because it's easy to kind of drive past on the main street if you don't quite know where you're looking. It's in the arcade that's next to the Costa Coffee. But Leighton Buzzard, lovely little town.
Oh, I loved it, yeah.
And also the other reason we were there, the Leighton Buzzard Narrow Gauge Railway. I've finally gone for a ride on it. All those years.
To do a few bucket lists this year.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like main bucket list, but and my dad will be watching.
You have got to be in a film.
Well,
you've been to a railway you've wanted to be at since
childhood.
Oh
well, yes.
You've done some bucket
I've done
list.
a panel event as well. I always wanted to be on a panel event, and I got to do that. Not science fiction at a sci-fi con, but next best thing, did a model railway con. So there we go. Yes.
Roll VT.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So we're going to roll VT, and then we're going to come back in, and at 1:15, we're going to be bringing in Richard Brighton. So, roll VT.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more, with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
So there. Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to?
Yeah, you were supposed to press the button. My God, you can't get the staff, man.
There was me looking at the camera, like ready, like hello everybody.
I got you a thing of buttons so that you felt like you were in control.
You told me not to play with those. You said, "Look, I'll do that. You just mess it up." Like, anyway.
Hey, I can't get the staff.
So quite a few of you guys as well saying AGR is your regular model store. Says Livesteam Nick. And there's quite a few other people as well have been saying that they go and visit there. Great little shop. It was nice to go in. Really well stocked actually. So, and I think they're just in the process of expanding a little bit. They've taken over.
I've been in the process of expanding a little bit as well. That's why my trousers don't fit.
Yes, right. Dean Williston says, I don't really like the Class 74, which is unusual for me. It's an electro diesel. It's a strange looking thing. And the Class 74 is probably the most neglected of the BR mainline diesels because it was so unsuccessful. I think there were, 10 of them? and they were all gone by the late 70s. I have a feeling that the final one was cut up in the very early 1980s. I believe it was put to one side in fully functional condition, in the belief that the RTC might want to make use of it, but that never happened, so it was cut up. Charlie Chip says, TARDIS in the far back scenery.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is. The TARDISes are actually glued down now because, for reasons I've explained it before.
It's a result of the bullying campaign that went on.
Because of the bullying campaign, over a pretty bad weekend, I glued them down.
Because you would. Now let's not make a joke about it. You were genuinely considering leaving the hobby.
Yeah, I was.
Decided to glue them down because, of course, you weren't going to be doing this anymore, so you didn't need them to be loose.
And unfortunately, it turns out a lot of other people have had the same thing. But we're not here to dwell on that. Instead, we're talking about the opening of the new rails at Sheffield shop. And they got Pete Waterman to officially open it. But Jules Holland rocked up as well. And he played the piano at the station. And there's a lot of railway stations have pianos that people go and tinkle on. And I have to say, it sounded like probably the most out-of-tune piano.
It was the
Jules...
honkiest of tonks.
It's the most out-of-tune piano that Jules Holland has probably played on in quite some time, but it just shows how great a pianist he is. That he just made it happen. So that's really, really great. And we're going to be rolling the video now, I think. It's on this video. So
yeah.
So I'm going to press a button. We're going to show you the video. This is a clip from Rails to Sheffield's own video. And when we come back, we will hopefully have Rails' very own Richard Brighton on the line to talk a little bit more about this grand opening.
Without further ado, I know you're all keen to spend your money. Presume you all bought your money, right? Yeah. So, this is proof that the hobby is not dying. Another shop, another day.
Get the train whistle back first.
Today's been absolutely brilliant. Not down that Jules turned up as well. That's great to see Jules before Christmas. But I think, you know, the message is, you can see how busy the shop's going to be. This is the answer. All model shops should be at stations. Network Rail, take notice. It's brilliant. You've got 20 minutes to wait for a train, nip in the model railway shop. Well, it's magic. It's what we always did at Water, the old in Allen.
So the hobby's not dead yet?
Oh, the hobby definitely ain't dead.
I'm very pleased to be here in Sheffield. I was playing here last night, Richard Brighton got up, we had a lovely movie. Whenever I am here, which is normally once a year, I always go to Wales because it is one of the best railway shops in the world that has the best stuff that people know what they're talking about. So I intend to help open this new branch here on the railway station. There's no better place for it. And I hope it goes really well because you can see that people are queuing up on to get in already because there's so much more interest in this now. So enjoy it. That's what I can say. I certainly have.
It's great to see Rails to Sheffield opening a brand new shop here in the centre of Sheffield, right on the doorstep of the station. As you probably know, Batten is a massive supporter of bricks and mortar retail shops. There's no better place to buy our products, and we're very pleased to see this shop opening just in time for Christmas.
Fantastic, really exciting to see a shop like this. Such an innovative idea, a brilliant idea to get people who are using the rail system, people travelling by rail, often a few minutes spare, connections between trains, time to kill. Why not get them into a shop like this and have a look at some of the very, very many exciting products in the model railway market these days. And of course, a privilege for us too to be able to take this opportunity here to launch the commission that we're doing for you guys, which is the Class 180 diesel unit in double O gauge in East Midlands Railway livery.
You're very welcome. It's great. I mean, the things I do for free piece of cake is amazing, really. But all joking aside, it's fantastic to see more bricks and mortar stores being invested in on the high street or at railway stations. Maybe this will start a new concept. It's fantastic. But it's always nice to see all of the brands in modern railway shops, particularly at Curious Scale.
So, welcome back, everybody, and we've got with us here Richard Brighton. Hello there, Richard. It was I could see you on the screen.
Jenny. Hello.
Hello to you. I could see you on the screen, but obviously we couldn't talk because the video was playing. But hopefully you saw a little bit of that. We used the Rails video, but it looked like it was an absolutely great event. Were you blown away by the number of people there? Because it looked like you pretty much filled the station with people.
We had some quite challenging words from EMR because we completely blocked the whole taxi rank for the station, and nobody could get in or out. So yeah, we were surprised by the turnout, but I think we coped really well.
Yeah.
In terms of getting everyone looked after. It was just a beautiful event. It was really, really fantastic to be part of it. Very, very hard work from the whole team to get to that point, but it was so rewarding when the day finally came.
Yeah, and you had Pete Waterman was billed as opening it, but Jules Holland was that? Did you know in advance he was going to turn up, or was that like a pleasant surprise?
We had invited him. Of course, Jules is a regular customer for Rails. And he generally pops in whenever he's performing in the city, which he happened to be doing on the Friday night. So we had invited him to come to the store on Saturday if he felt up to it, because obviously he'd been on stage the night before and we didn't know whether he'd have the energy levels to do that. But typical Jules fashion, he turned up with bags of energy to spare and wowed the crowd on the piano, which was brilliant.
Yeah, that's got to be about the most out-of-tune piano he's performed on in quite some time. But he's such a pro. You know, he made it sound fabulous, like total honky-tonk style. I mean, that must have been absolutely great. And then presumably after that, the doors were open. Did your staff, were they able to keep up with all those people who were there?
Oh, yeah, the staff was superb. We had a brilliant queuing system going on. I had 3 people who were out and dealing with customers who needed to buy things, and then I was behind the till, and at several points throughout the day, I was processing sales. The staff were handing me them to process. I was processing them and handing them to John Barber, who was putting them in bags for customers. We were well and truly on it.
It was also, I mean, it was very nice to see John Barber there as well, because he's sort of started to take a little bit more of a back seat and let his nephews take over. But it was just great to see him still there, still involved with Rails, at the forefront at the show. Did he have a great time as well?
John is absolutely still the heart of this company. You know, he is still the centre of the whole of Rails of Sheffield, you know. It's still very much a Barber family or a family business, and he is very much the figurehead, you know.
Yeah.
We all have a huge amount of time and respect for him, and it was lovely to see him down at the shop, and the customers who dealt with him were smiling from ear to ear, you know.
Yeah.
He just lights up a room wherever he is. So yeah,
absolutely.
Fantastic.
I mean, he always has such enthusiasm, and I can remember from the very first time that I met him quite a few years ago. He is so enthusiastic about the business and about making it the best experience for everyone. And even though he could have quite easily have retired long ago, he's still kept very involved in what is actually probably one of the most exciting times for Rails, with the expansion of the mail order side of things, with the new Dronfield mail order hub, but also now this new shop at the station. And you also had quite a lot of manufacturers as well come down and support the event.
Yeah, I mean, we had guys from Cavalix, Curascale, Revolution Trains, Bachman. You know, it was really, really nice to see. Also, I mustn't forget Rusty Rails as well was down there too. And I apologise if I've forgotten anybody, but there were thousands of people down there. And it was just fantastic to see everybody. Just to put a few stats to give you in terms of, so you get an idea, the free bus that ran up and down between the station and the Chesterfield Road site, there were over 1,000 journeys taken on that bus on that one day.
Oh wow! I mean, that's a lot when
So-
you consider it's like what a 40-seater, 50-seater coach.
It's a 50-seater, yeah.
That's a
So-
that's a lot of people and a lot of trips, and it just shows actually how well supported Rails is, and the love for being able to get there and actually visit both shops. And now I take it that on going forward, there's people would need to use a regular bus service if they wanted to go between the
there's
two.
plenty of regular buses between the two sites, and I think it's only about £2 something to get on those buses. So there's plenty of opportunities to travel between the two sites. Whether we put the free bus on for specific events in the future will be decided, but it certainly did help move people between the two places. And the main shop on Chesterfield Road was, I think, busy would be an understatement for that shop.
I can imagine. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the crowds at the station itself were pretty good. So if 1,000 people or so have used that bus between the two, plus presumably the regular people who would have just gone to the Chesterfield Road site anyway, that's a pretty good turnout.
It's massive. Some people parked up at Chesterfield Road and came down to the station. Some people came to the station by train or bus and then got the bus up to Chesterfield Road. So there was just as many people going both ways on that bus. And each time the bus arrived, all of the staff looked at each other and went, "Oh, good."
Yeah, so it's like, brace
As
yourself.
another 50 people ploughed into the shop,
I can imagine. And going forward, the shop at the station, I've seen written, it's 7 days a week opening.
It is.
And
Yes.
and that's there's no plans to change that. That's not just for the Christmas. Is that just going on indefinitely as it stands?
That is, as it stands, that is the plan, to keep it at 7 days a week. So absolutely, we want to look to having our Chesterfield Road site open more days as well. So watch this space, and we will make announcements as to that in the very near future.
Internet connection just dropped out. So
right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we're back.
So we're
I'm looking on the
we're
TV
back.
screen behind me, and we are also on that as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's working.
Yeah, I think we've come back. Because I was just looking at our main.
Well, I can see that we have.
Yeah, on our main stats, it's not CPU usage. It's quite. I think our internet just dropped out. The weather has been pretty grim here.
Yeah, we've just had quite a downpour here as well.
Yeah.
As I was saying, the increase in days working has been made by. It's maybe made possible by quite a phenomenal increase in terms of staffing and availability and services at Chesterfield Road. When I arrived there in August, you may remember me starting up there back in the summer. And
because that was quite a surprise, because you're obviously you were very much like Mr. DCC Concepts in terms of being the public face. And then you moved to Rails, which obviously just round the corner from where you actually live.
Yes.
Don't tell people where he lives.
Well, no, but I'm not going to give his street
Well,
address.
I'm based in
You'll get
Sheffield, and I
told
didn't
120
mind saying at the
places.
time that, my parents aren't getting any younger, and I was working 90 miles away from home. And that's not a fantastic situation to be in.
I can imagine.
My partner also was seeing very little of me, and it's not fair on her either. And it was actually Adam who approached me from Rails and said, "You know what, we might."
I mean, it's an ideal situation, but Rails taken on a lot of new staff as well to be able to service not just the new shop, but to, as you're saying, possibly expand opening hours at the main shop.
So
as well.
we have the Rails of Sheffield flagship store at Chesterfield Road, which is 4 units, 4 shop units. Then we have the Vintage Toys and Train store, which is another unit. And we now have, of course, Rails Bespoke, which will be coming online very, very soon. And that is staffed mainly by the staff who moved over from Olivia's Trains to us.
Yes.
And we have the Rails Station store. We also have the second-hand team who are based at Chesterfield Road as well.
Right, okay.
So the Rails Village is filling up quite nicely. We've also expanded backwards from the quad, as you will know it, in terms of the warehouse units behind as well, to create a brand new bespoke workshop for them to work in. And there'll be further work that goes on in the Rails Village over the coming months, which will see just the expansion of bricks and mortar retail and the support mechanism behind it, which Rails are quite happy to really support and push forward bricks and mortar retail as the soul of the company. It's really, really important that people have the ability to walk in and speak to a real human being, to be able to pick up a locomotive and experience it, and be able to, even if it's just to walk in and talk to like-minded people and enjoy an afternoon out at a model railway shop. And I think it's really, really important that people are able to do that.
Absolutely. And will the shop down at the station, how big a range are you able to carry there? Are people still able to come there and get the full experience to be able to browse everything? Or would they need to order up things in advance if they know they're coming in and wanting to pick things up?
There are about 350 to 400 lines on show at the station. So it has a reasonable range of locomotives and rolling stock to look at, and a mix of brand new, just launched, classic, and of course pre-owned content as well. We also carry some lines that the main shop doesn't, like colouring books, pencils, Lego, that sort of thing, for people who are going on rail journeys and want something to do on the train.
Yes.
So there's a few extra lines that are at the station that aren't at the main shop. But in terms of availability, yes, people can request an item to be in the store on a certain date so they can come and look at it. They can also place an order online and collect it from the station, just in the same way that you could collect it from the main shop.
So that, I mean, that would be ideal if you know you're going to be commuting through the station. You can literally, as the train pulls in, you can get your items and be back on the same train. So to pick things up on your way home from work or passing through.
Absolutely, yes. And for that reason, the opening hours for the station are slightly different to the Chesterfield Road store, in that the main store is open from 9 till 5. But the station store is open from 10 till 6.
So you catch people on their way home from work?
Absolutely, yes. So people can pick up a loco on the way home and get on the train and go home. So we do have certain stipulations put on us by EMR in terms of operation and in terms of recommendation of opening hours, in terms of the safety of the staff and also the public. So 10 till 6 seemed to sort of sit in that sort of area quite nicely with everybody, and everyone was happy with that. So we'll go with that, and we'll see where it goes, I think.
I know a lot of people have been kind of, I don't know whether they're a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but say that they'd love to see a Rails of Sheffield outlet, maybe at a station near them. Are there any plans to roll this out further?
Yeah. Q headline on screen, coming soon to a station near you. I would say never say never. I'm not saying yes, but equally not saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but we don't want to rush into anything.
So presumably
other companies and other businesses have expanded very, very quickly, and it doesn't always work out well. We've got to be careful. But equally, to the people who say, "Oh, can you open a station? Open a shop in this station near me?" I would just say never say never. Let's see where this journey goes.
Are there any unique difficulties involved in opening a retail establishment in a station rather than in perhaps a more conventional retail location?
Yes, but nothing that can't be overcome. Some of the difficulties arise with security. So Sheffield is a priority station in terms of security. So there are certain things like floor checks and cupboard checks and things like that have to be done every hour, and a log kept and a security log sent back to the station manager and things. All staff have to have photo ID. So here's mine. And they have to wear that all the time they're at work. And then there's various other little stipulations about making sure doors are locked and making sure people don't follow you through and all the usual stuff that you wouldn't necessarily get in an out-of-town location. But these are all just procedures. These are all things that you just get on with and do. In terms of the actual art of selling, and in terms of the way that retail works, then no, there's not really any big difference between operating on Chesterfield Road or operating at the station.
And we've seen recently the return of an old favourite to the range at Rails, the Class 28 Metrovic Kobo, which was originally a commission for Hattons, and obviously a lot of that tooling has gone on to a new life with people such as Rails of Sheffield. Now that you've taken on staff and a lot of stock and such like from Olivia's trains, is there any chance of some of what had previously been exclusives to Olivia's perhaps reappearing under the Rails brand, or have they gone in a different direction?
That I can't answer, not because I don't want to, but because I don't know.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure what the future holds in terms of that. It would be lovely. It would be really nice to resurrect some things.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Class 76s and 77s were one that they did exclusively that actually have been off the market for a very long time, in much the same way that the Class 28s were after Hattons did that initial production run. But I take it that Rails has become quite well known for collaborations with not just manufacturers but also locomotion models as well. Is there a lot? I mean, I'm not asking you to obviously just to go, oh yes, we'll make a big announcement here and now. But are there a lot of things in the pipeline that we can look forward to from?
There's always things in the pipeline. There's always things that are being considered. There's always things that are being talked about and debated. The cast iron one that we have got is the one that we launched at the station, which is the Class 180, which is through Revolution Trains. And I'll tell you what, the staff at EMR were absolutely cock-a-hoot overseeing a model in EMR livery, because how many times has that happened?
Yeah.
I think the last ones will probably be the Stagecoach liveried locos that were put through in terms of HST. We have returned.
So I'm just going to wait until we've gone back into the grid. I think there's a lot of storms going on at the moment, and that may have something to do with it. But it looks like we're back up. Yeah, I can see on the phone that it's come back up. So. If people can just bear with us just a little bit, because the weather is atrocious.
We wish we wish we could say the things are great, but they're not.
Yeah, I mean, do you? Because you're sort of more on the retail side of things, I'm guessing. Do you get to know about a lot of the things that Rails are working on, or is it like super secret squirrel only?
It's super secret, squeaky tight time. Yeah. So we get to know the announcements, but no, a lot of it is kept quiet and it's kept in secret because by its very nature it needs to be.
Yeah.
But no, the only one I know about at the moment that we want to talk about, or I know about to talk about, is the 180.
Yeah.
Which should be a really fantastic bit of kit.
But you also announced at the NEC show at Warnerley the Northeastern Railway snowplows in collaboration with the Railway Museum.
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, have they proven to be very popular on pre-order? Because I mean, they've now been live. What is it? Sort of just over a week. And is that quite gratifying when you launch a special and you kind of, because you think it's going to be popular, that's why you do it. But then
part of it is the market research in terms of a gap in the market that needs filling. And the guys are very, very good at that, in working in collaboration with either manufacturers or museums, etc., etc. So they're very, very good at that. And we wouldn't really go into a project if there wasn't going to be or we felt there wasn't going to be a demand for it. And I don't think there's an exclusive that we've done that hasn't sold out. It's always been very, very popular. And quite often we'll go on to do a second run and things like that, But no, I think the guys know what they're doing in terms of getting these products out. So I'm quite happy. I have more than enough to keep me busy as retail manager. Without worrying about product development as well.
So, just out of curiosity more than anything, does Rails have a sort of a department somewhere with locked doors and frosted glass where there's dedicated people who all they do is work on special commissions, or is it basically Oliver and Adam going, no, we won't tell you about this?
Oh, no, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
There's just a cupboard somewhere and you knock on the door and it says, there's nobody here.
There's a door of requirement at Drongfield that only shows itself to those who deem fit to enter it.
It just has a little sign on the door saying, John Barber's Ferrari wax, keep out. But, how have you found working at Rails? I mean, we touched at that a little bit before, but no regrets moving after, you've been obviously been at DCC Concepts since they moved to the UK. So you're really happy with how things are going at Rails?
Yeah, it's nice working for a family company. And I say that in the truest sense of the word, because it's not just the biological family, it is the whole staff are a family, and it is a fantastic team to work with.
Yeah, because there's actually, I think a lot of people might not actually realise just how many of the Barber clan actually work at Rails. It is, in every truest sense of the word, a family business, because you've got John Barber at the top, but then you've got I believe they're his nephews, Oliver and Adam, who deal with the day-to-day running. But then you've also got people like Ruby as well working behind the scenes.
Don't forget Tracy.
Yeah, and Tracy.
Tracy's my immediate boss as managing director. So yes, so it is very much a family business.
Absolutely, and it's something you don't. A lot of businesses these days have kind of gone down the very corporate route, but it's lovely to see a company like Rails actually not just retain that family ownership, family control, but really thriving. I mean, as a business in the model railway world, Rails really has, certainly over the last 15, 20 years, just exploded as being a great success story in the model railway world.
I think the heart of it is that sort of family ethos, because the customers often, or the regular customers certainly often feel that they're part of that family. They'll come into the shop and they will share some banter with the staff, and they will join in a conversation or tell a story. And, it's really nice that people will walk into that store and feel at home there. And that's something that I very, very much promote since I got to the shop, and to make it a friendly, warm, inviting environment that people can come in. I've had several people say to me,
come back.
Where did you hear up to?
It just kind of faded out. We are back. So it's the weather here is absolutely atrocious. We've got a weather warning for where we are. It has not stopped raining all day.
Are you telling me that you have a problem with wind in your loft? Is Craig there?
Craig is not present, but the ghost of Craig is here.
The ghost of Craig.
And actually, that does remind me that I think sometimes people like to sneak in whilst I'm doing interviews. So, Gandalf, there'll be latecomers. So,
a Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thank you, Gandalf.
There you are.
So we just in case anybody thought they were slipping in unnoticed. But look, it's been absolutely great to have a chat with you.
It's been lovely to spend time with you, Jenny, and I still need to come over for that games night.
Yes, you do. Thomas the Tank Engine game, it's like fun for ages 2 and upwards, so I think we might just scrape in to the age bracket.
I must say, for those people who are within travelling distance of the shop. The shop is having its own little promotion in December, which you might have seen. We're having Elf on a Shelf.
Elf on a Shelf. So how does this work
Yeah.
exactly? Tell me more, Sensei.
The elf will be on a shelf, and every day at 9 o'clock there is a wheel of fortune that is spun. And that determines the special offer that will apply to the things on the elf shelf.
Okay.
But nobody knows which shelf the elf will be on until they get to the shop and find out.
So it's not something that you broadcast as to its... all people know is it's there in the shop. So it could be amongst the locomotives, it could be amongst the rolling stock, it could be amongst the scenery items. Who knows?
Who knows? That's the thing with these elves. They just get everywhere. And we just don't know where they're going to show up. The only thing we know for sure is that when we spin the wheel, it will tell you whether it's 5% off or 10 or maybe 20% off things in that little area. But you have to come to the shop to find the elf, because otherwise you can't get the discount.
Absolutely. And of course, talking of discounts as well, Rails of Sheffield, I believe, are in the Monday Club badge scheme. So obviously if people wear their Monday Club badges, it's definitely a place to go to make the most of that as well. Sorry, quick plug.
Well, we're not an official member of that Monday Club badge scheme, but we will always help those Monday Clubbers in need, and we will always look after them. So if they come into the shop, then we will absolutely 100% look after them. But I know we're not officially in the scheme because it makes it quite complicated with online sales and things like that. And certainly on some of the new stock, we can't discount further than we do because we discount quite heavily on some of that already. So I can't say that you will definitely get X% discount by coming in with a Monday Club, but do come in and talk to the staff because we will always look after you.
Absolutely. But look, anyway, it's great to have you on. We will get you here in person again. Oh, yes, we will do. You have actually visited once, but things have changed quite dramatically up here since your last visit. So you'll have to come. You'll have to enjoy the new scenery. And we'll feed you with pizza or something, and we'll have a proper good old games night. And we'll see.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll see what Thomas the Tank Engine, the game, will bring. Whether you can beat the reigning champion, that's me. So look, anyway, you take great care of yourself, and thank you so much for coming on. And if anybody's in the area, remember the new Rails of Sheffield shop at the Sheffield Midland station is.
Yes.
I always say that. I know Sheffield Central isn't. Sheffield Victoria isn't there anymore. But
no, it's very much gone.
Yeah,
although there are plans to bring it back.
I've heard about that. That reopening some of the stations up through Utley Bridge and on towards Stocksbridge.
Out of Stocksbridge, basically. Yes. So they want to re-enable the line from Stocksbridge through to Chesterfield. By coming in from Stocksbridge on the freight line, dropping over Sheffield Victoria, dropping down to Nunnery Square where the tram depot is, and then taking the old route down to Chesterfield, going via Barrow Hill, and then basically picking up a lot of stops along that route. So you've got a direct connection from Stocksbridge into
strike a pose, and then you strike.
I just looked on there. Yes, you can see the remnants of the platforms. Yes, you can see the access ramps. The railings are still there, and the steps and things like that. So there are still bits of it left. Yes.
Absolutely, but no, it's just the pedant in me. I still call Bolton Station Bolton Trinity Street, and Moore Street hasn't existed since the early 60s.
It was lovely when they refurbished the station last time, and they took the old British Rail sign down off the front of the station, which was it was a red sign on a silver square. And when they took that down, hiding behind it was a Midland griffin carved into the stonework.
Oh,
and I remember that, and they found that and went, oh, hello. So yes, absolutely stunning, and it's still that griffin is still in the stonework above the main door, so it is absolutely Sheffield Midland and shall always be.
Absolutely. But look, anyway, you guys, do remember you can order your stuff for picking up at the station.
You can.
How long do they need to give to make sure it's there? Is it 24 hours or is it more than that?
It's 24 hours to get to the main shop on Chesterfield Road, and then allow an extra day for it to go from there to the station. So
48
if you go on the
hours.
website, it'll say 2 to 4 days, but that's to cover the fact that Chesterfield Road isn't open on a Sunday.
Right.
So if you were ordering on a Saturday, it would be delivered to Chesterfield Road on the Monday. It would be at the station on the Tuesday.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying? You've just got to. It's going to be between 2 and 4 days, but you will, when you do that, when you click on that, you'll get an email as soon as it's ready for collection.
Right.
What you don't do is go down to the shop before you get the email, because then you travel all the way there and it's not there, and then you're sad.
Yes.
So...
That's like turning up somewhere and going, oh, it's the day they're closed. I should have checked that. I'm not saying I've done that in the past, but I may have done that in the past. You get so excited and you forget to check opening times. But look, anyway, you have yourself a great evening. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
And everybody
Take care, guys.
this is Richard Brighton from Rails of Sheffield, and riding
This
high...
has been live from Sheffield.
Live from Sheffield, riding high on the amazing success of the opening of the Rails of Sheffield new satellite store at Sheffield Midland Station, which had Pete Waterman and Jules Holland in attendance.
And don't forget, there was Simon Kohler there as well.
Oh, God, he stayed well hidden. All the
But
photos.
he hid away. He was in the back having a chat with me. That's what he was doing as we were watching the little TT layout go round and round. And he said, "Oh, I invented that." Oh, did you? Okay, good.
He does that. He does that. But anyway, look, you take great care of yourself.
Take
Happy
care.
modelling,
See you
and we'll
now.
catch you later. So,
Bye.
Take care. Bye. So, a big thank you there to Richard Brighton coming in, and we do apologise for the stream cutting in and out. It's nothing to do with us. That's everything to do with the connection here. So, just looking on the stream, I haven't been able to read the comments particularly because it's all.
There were a few people asking if they could buy a house in the Rails Village.
A house in the Rails Village.
And some of the comments saying yes, but it's Scaledale.
I see what they did there. So a big hello to Project Norscape. Great to see you. Oh, hold on. I know we did a Gandalf, but Gandalf, just in case.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. No, was he early? He arrives precisely when he needs to.
Thanks, Gandalf. We've got Ravenheart Modelling Source this evening. Sorry we are late arriving. Well, the Gandalf was for you as well. Said I was watching the Muppets Christmas Carol and forgot the Muppets Monday Club was on.
I think that is a very good excuse.
You know, I've never seen the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Santa is coming into town.
In
his original green outfit.
Is that the right colour green? Because I always remember it as being more of a sort of a Brunswick green. But
what?
Is that the right? Did you redo some research?
No. I painted in a dark green.
I'm going to say Brunswick green. So
what the hell is that
So this is actually from the Oxford Rail mystery bag.
You want a shiny dark green?
Well, it doesn't have to be shiny, but that's the kind of green I always remember pre-Coca-Cola Santa. But can I just say, not that I'm old enough to remember that, but we do research, and
these are the greens I have available.
I would say that none of them. For anybody who knows Humbrol enamel, I would say number 3.
I've gone for a certain style of green.
I know, that's fine. That's fine.
I could use army green from Tamia.
Actually, that might work. That looks.
You want me to use army green from Tamia?
Absolutely. James Pat says my front door is Brunswick green. Ours as well, actually. Pennsylvania Brunswick green says Raymond Legs 5508 says it's 2 parts black to 1 part green. Yes. There's a lot of greens actually. They're kind of various amounts of black in to make the particular shades. I think Great Central Railway black is not actually black. It's just very, 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 very dark green. Big hello to you, 3B Rail. Would you like me to open that? DJ K666 says Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow as weird businessmen. Yes!
It's a film that doesn't have a villain, but it does have an antagonist. And I really think it's actually quite a good Christmas message.
Yeah, I mean, there are some really, really great Christmas films out there.
Gremlins.
I see, Gremlins, I didn't feel like it dated particularly well for me. Livestream Nick says, my front door is SDJR blue. Anthnil, yes, says Sarah Davis, Die Hard is the best Christmas film ever. Ho, 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 now I have a machine gun. Absolutely. Die Hard is my all-time favourite Christmas film.
It would have been even more amazing if it had starred the original planned star, Frank Sinatra.
No, I think it would have been...
Imagine that, an 80-odd-year-old man doing the skydive off Nakatomi Plaza.
No, but I do think that they should have seen whether he would have done the cameo of the guy on the plane at the start.
Yes.
That should have been, in my view, Frank Sinatra as a callback to the original film, because not many people know this, but Die Hard is a sequel to a film from the 1960s
called The Detective.
Speliakir says, what about colourblind engineer's green? What, you mean ochre? That's
yellow.
Posh yellow brown, for those people who don't speak posh. 57305 Victoria Wood says, I love Last Christmas, makes me cry every time. Yeah, there's a lot of tearjerkers.
Last Christmas,
I don't think is it a film?
The very next day, you told me you could.
That does not count for Whamageddon, incidentally. Home Alone 2 is the Christmas film, says Peter Jackson cheaply. But is Die Hard 2 also a Christmas film? It's definitely a winter film. I think it's a Christmas film as well.
It technically takes place at Christmas.
Yes, so there you go. Die Hard 2 is a Christmas film. I don't think I've seen Die Hard 3.
Yes, you have. We watched it.
How bad was it?
Well, it starts off bad, and it goes downhill from there.
Warbler Productions remind us we have 222 watching, but it says only 6T likes, 6-letter T. Is that 6T as in 60 likes? Tickle that like button, folks. Absolutely. Don't forget to tickle the like button. Flymo Chairman 1 says Leighton Buzzard narrow gauge railway visit with Jenny and Zoe. That's over on our JK2 channel, so do check that out. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Zantex says ITV plus Christmas equals James Bond.
Oh, yes.
Well, actually, I was always The Great Escape and The Sound of Music. And yeah, Harrick says Lethal Weapon, another Christmas film. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Iron Man 3, I think, is a Christmas film as well.
Yeah, but then it's like, where'd you go for that? And actually, yeah, I'd agree with DJ K666. Star Wars, to me, is Christmas essential view. Yes, Star Wars was always on at Christmas. I remember BBC used to put it on, and they would trail ahead for like a month that they were going to show Star Wars A New Hope. Nigel Cole, 1936, says, it's okay, I clicked like twice. You've got to do it an odd number of times, people.
Or it doesn't work.
RG Models 86 says the Leighton Buzzard light railway is on my bucket list of railways to visit. Absolutely. Really great. I've wanted to ride that line since I was very small. Now, not a lot of people know this, but my family used to live in Stanbridge, which is kind of a little village just a bit along to the east from Leighton Buzzard. Just the other side of Eggington. Yes,
you're just making these places up.
Real places.
You're just making these places up.
I think the road was called Beacon Terrace or Beacon View. And I remember it well. Really do remember it well. And lived there for not very long, probably a year and a half, something like that, before I had to move for my father's work. But I always remember driving, well, I wasn't driving because, I was quite young, but going in the car from Stanbridge to, I'm guessing, Milton Keynes, and you'd go through a part of Leighton Buzzard, and you'd cross over the Leighton Buzzard narrow gauge railway. And I was always fascinated by this narrow gauge railway. Always wanted to go and ride on it, and Dad, you never took me. But now I've been on it. Not all they don't. What was a little bit disappointing, we found out the Santa Express. We were there at the first day of the Fanta Express. They don't run the full line, so I still haven't run the full line all the way up past Stonehenge Works and Double Arches.
I'll take you back.
Yeah. Flymo Chairman says, what was the one with David Bowie? He was a wizard and all. Oh, Labyrinth. Yeah, Labyrinth was always on at Christmas.
Yes, even though it's very much not a Christmas film.
Yeah, and Simon Pitcher says Carry On Christmas. I don't remember there being a Carry On Christmas. And yes, Zantac, that is a Class 71 going around with the Hornby Gresley teaks in Carmine and Cream. Now, the Class 74 is coming from EFE Rail. Now, we were lucky enough here to speak with Graham Muspratt quite a few months ago now. And we talked a little bit, I think, about the Class 74. And I think one of the things I did ask was, did it owe any legacy to the DJ models tooling of the Class 71? And he said, actually, no, it's like tooled up from the ground up. This is an all-new tooled model. Don't think about the DJ models Class 71 because this is not anything in the heritage of that. But they are now being released. I've seen the photographs. They're actually shared by Graham Muspratt online through Kerno Model Centre. And they look amazing. I'm really looking forward to this. I've got one on order. Actually, he looks really good. That is a better green. So we've gone old-fashioned Santa Claus. And this is the... just tell everybody where you... Why am I still wearing the headphones?
Because you're that kind of person who doesn't notice. If they're comfortable, you just leave them on.
I do, actually. I'm so used to having worked in broadcasting for so long. You feel naked without your headphones.
Yes, so this is from Buggles Kelly Station.
Yes.
And it's Father Christmas.
And you bought this at the NEC where he actually sold out.
To be fair, it's a damn good model. I'm really impressed.
Yes.
The face is recognisable. He's got a bit of character. The bag he's carrying has a seam in it, so it's not just a lump.
It is really
It
good.
actually looks like a sack.
Yes,
I'm really impressed.
He needs black boots, but I'm guessing you need him to dry before you
I
can...
need everything to dry, because otherwise I can't hold them upside down and paint black boots.
The original Gary B says National Lampoon's Christmas Holiday is essential viewing in the B household. I only vaguely remember. Is that the one where he covers the entire house with lights, and when he plugs it in, it doesn't work?
Yeah, it's one of those films that was of its time. And you either like it or you don't, but that's true of most comedies. So, yeah, go for it.
Richard Greeters 3610 says, Rodney, you plonker. SHGP Media says, I've added some more obscure cameos to Abbott Darcy. The Last of the Summer Wine Trio are the latest. There's some great cameo. Actually, Buggles Skelly Station does some great little cameos.
He does great stuff.
I'm still waiting for the Dad's Army characters, because what I need Captain Mannering, Private Pike, and the submarine captain, and they're going to go just by the tarn at the top of Duntellin Pike. Duntellin Pike. I just really want them up there, but he's not released them quite yet. Oh, excuse me.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit if the reason he hasn't released them is the same reason that a lot of BBC extra involvement things get delayed.
Well,
It's got to be. Oh yes, that's okay. Oh no, you have to change this bit. You have to feel involved. You see.
I did talk to him a little bit about that, and he said there's certain things are relatively easy to get the license for, and then other ones
you can't.
Yeah, so like Only Fools and Horses. I think it was Only Fools and Horses. He said it's like they really make things difficult for you.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, the same.
Oh, Doctor Who is very tightly controlled.
Yeah, I mean they're very, very protective of Doctor Who. But then he said things like Dad's Army was relatively easy to get the permissions in
Oh
place.
my goodness! Remember when we found that DVD in a charity shop of the first series and what was left of
It was the
season
missing
2?
episodes that they found.
Yeah,
and it was all in black and white.
it was
really interesting.
It was hilarious. It's still as good now as it was the day it was broadcast.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason people remember Dad's Army
Oh,
with
yes.
utter fondness. J.K. Hauser 5492 says, I would love him to make Willie Rushton in his great little railways gear, maybe even on a bike, like in the Dart Valley Railway episode. There's probably quite a lot that he could do. I'm going to change the angle of the view.
I'm just going to stand up for a bit. I've been sat on a very, very small chair for far too long.
I thought you were going to say...
I'm old and my knees have gone.
Yeah. But yeah, so yes, don't tell him, Pike.
Yeah.
Pike, your name is going on the list.
On the list.
I think that was voted the greatest comedy moment of all time.
It's just perfect.
It was like between that and Del Boy falling through the bar. Like,
Yes.
play it cool, Trig, play it cool. RG Mods 86 says there's still 3 episodes of Dad's Army Series 2 missing from the BBC archives. Sadly, there's a lot of stuff that was just junked back in the day. The problem was, actually, the Actors Guild, was it Equity?
Oh, Equity, that's so much to answer for.
They do, because they treated TV like it was theatre. And you got, was it 2 repeats, and then they wouldn't grant licenses because they needed to make sure that their members got to work making new stuff. And what it actually meant was that none of this stuff was really saved. There was odd things where you could select stuff for preservation if you worked at the BBC as a good representation of the genre. So there were episodes of Doctor Who that were preserved by the BBC, but they were few and far between. And actually a lot of the stuff that was saved was simply saved because it was misfiled, or it was copies that had been sold abroad, and then when they eventually came back, the attitudes had changed. Oh yeah, Harp Household, the Del Boy and the Chandelier, absolutely.
Oh, yes, and the guy told them, the director and the producer, told all of the cast, now, we can only do this once.
Yeah, we only have one chandelier to drop.
So if you mess up or you laugh, then...
just roll with it.
No, they were told, if you mess up or you laugh, you're fired because there won't be an episode. And if there's no episode, the BBC won't take 5 instead of 6 episodes, so there'll be no season, so you'll be fired.
Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought they would have been told that basically we've got one take and one take alone, so make it work.
That's not even the best part. They're doing the shot, and just out of camera shot is the director biting his knuckles to stop himself from laughing and looking directly at the actors.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So, hey, right. But Class 74, going back to that. So they fixed the... I know that people did flag up an issue with the front skirt. We have seen, I think, decorated samples anyway. All that's resolved. Really looking forward to them. It's being made available in... I think there's a pre-tops rail blue. I think they only got rail blue when they were converted. That's the colour they were out shopped in. So there's an E number rail blue, and then I think there's 2 tops numbered ones. One is factory weathered, one is pristine. Now I've personally ordered the factory weathered one, so I'm really looking forward to that, and I may try and subsequently pick up the pristine one as well. So definitely, if that's a must-have item, you need to get your order in. They are hitting the shops now. Something else that you'll find is hitting the shops it's either gone to the shops today or will be arriving at retailers tomorrow, and that is the Class 13. So there's I think there's 2 different versions of the Class 13 from memory. There's the BR Green, and there's also the Rail Blue version. And I do have, I think it's 13003 on order, and I'm really looking forward to that. So the Mega Gronk is go.
Take care, Cameron Patterson. Thanks for coming along, dude.
Absolutely. Always great to have you. Now, also, on the hit list, we've just done a review on the J52 from Rapido. Really great model, actually. It's always a tough act in some respects to follow on from a model that's just been released, new tools from another company. The reason that there's 2 J52s is because both were past the point of no return when they learnt about the other doing the model. So you can't just go, oh, well, we will junk like £800,000 plus
Oh,
of
man.
R&D and tooling.
Tooling on its own costs so much that once you've got it, you've got to do it.
In fact, actually, I mean, tooling for a locomotive may well be well north of £1 million plus.
Would not surprise
So
me.
you cannot just throw that away. This simplistic idea that, oh, they announced it yesterday, you're just copying. Like, go and slam your head in the door a few times. Because that is not how it works. So it's a tough act sometimes to follow. And Rapido have done really well with their J52. Not to take anything away from the Hornby one. The Hornby model is really good. But the Rapido one, for me, I feel it just had the edge. And one of the big areas that really I cannot sing more highly praise about is the stay alive that just works with other brands of decoders. And
why aren't we at this point in our lives praising that?
That is a feature that should routinely be the case. I don't like proprietary nonsense where it doesn't work with anything other than your chosen brand of decoders. However, in the same box for review, Port of Parpair, they're coming through. So I've got this here, it's in for review, but I've got no decoders for it. And the reason I've not got any decoders is because they've gone down the proprietary route. And, well, it's an ESU proprietary format, E24 decoders. I've had a look at the blanking plug and the socket. It looks a lot like Next 18, but isn't. And I'm not quite sure why they've gone down that road. I'm sure that they would be able to give a good reason, but I feel, and yeah, we'll see how it pans out when I do the review, but I do feel that Next 18 would have been the route to go with those. Krista Duke says, hi Jenny and Zoe, I've arrived exactly when I meant to. Oh!
A Monday... Stop it. You're being a... A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they meet you.
Thanks, Gandalf. Madden Steam Railway says, that's a lovely selection of trains on Weir Yard this evening. It's great to see. Thank you so much. Yes. So, we're running quite a lot of coaches, and I've tried to change up what coaches we're on. So all the blue-grey coaches, I have taken them off, hidden them away in the fiddle yard, and I took out the Gresley coaches. Haven't run these for a long time in carmine and cream. That's behind a Hornby Class 71 in plain green with the white roof. The reason that that's on the train is because I wanted to celebrate the imminent arrival of the Class 74. We've also gone BR Experimental Blue with not one but two different locomotives. So we've got a Princess class. I forget which one it is. It's I think it's 46206. Let's have a look. 46206. Princess something or other. In Experimental Blue. I do love that livery. And then I've also got I think it's East Asiatic line. 35024, again in Experimental Blue. That's on the mix of... We've actually got quite a mix there. So we've got Thompson... No, they're the LMS porthole stock. We've then got some Mark 1s. Got some Hawksworth coaches. And then another Mark 1 on the back. Quite an eclectic mix. I don't actually have a lot. Other than the Gresley coaches, I don't have a lot of carmine and cream coaches, so that's kind of the eclectic mix. I've then got Pennygent 44008 in rail blue, an older black Bachmann model. That's doing the rounds with the long coal train, and then up on the top I've got a class 03 shunter. It's 03162 with a short van train, it's just pottering around there. And then of course we've got a Bachmann 25052 on one of the ABC shuttles. Now the Gronk 08402, which should be running on the other ABC shuttle, it's in the naughty square because it's not running because it knows what it did. Yes, it caused a massive derailment. The 03 is the new tool Bachmann one, Richard Gruter's 3610. And Krista Duke says, I'm really pleased to be going to the Little Rattery Show. Yes. Now, we will be at the Rattery Small Trains Show, which is next Saturday.
It is, yes.
So do come and see us there. We'll be there with Minith Tattoos Newydd. It's the final outing of Minith Tattoos Newydd this year. So one to look out for. Now, we're starting to get booked into shows next year, so we will make an announcement on that probably in the early new year. So there are some shows that we are booked into, but the final show, Richard Brutus 3610, it's the Rattery Small Train Show. It's down near Newton Abbot, Totnes sort of way.
I'm looking forward to it. It's always a good show.
Mac Navi says, not small, Jenny. So,
the Rattery Little Train Show, Jenny.
Little Train Show. No, Rattery Little Train Show. So, I am so sorry.
How many times do I have to correct you?
Every time, apparently. Anthony says, Mark Wilson, really looking forward to that Network Southeast 50, thinking it's going to be a cracker. So it's the Rattery Little Train Show. We're looking forward to that. Oh, the Class 71 starting to do weird things. Why is it doing? It's starting to hunt, like the decoders having a moment.
Magic moment.
No, a very unmagic moment. I might have to swap that out. There's probably a reason I don't run that loco very much. So Mac Navi says, there you go. So I consider myself corrected. But no, that's going to be great. Do get down there. We went there with the old incarnation of Minith Tattoos last year. It was an absolutely amazing show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And there was a lot of people there. And actually a lot of people would double take and go, what are you doing here? And it's like, we get everywhere. We're the one rattling your letterbox going, hello, can I talk about the Monday Club? Mark Wilson, 8002, says, it's because the 71 needs catenary. It only used catenary in goods yards. I think I've only ever seen one photograph of one with the pan up being used in that way, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it was a great success. Although, I'm not sure what does the preserve. I didn't pay attention. But does the preserved Class 71 still have its pantograph? Because if it does, then technically it could run off its pantograph on things like the metro network up in across the northeast. Might be quite interesting.
That would be interesting.
They couldn't give it full beams because I suspect it might trip out the system, the same as the Class 76 or the 77. But they're the same voltage. Rob RU1D8 says, hello Jenny, hello Zoe. Sorry I'm late. Been horrible shops to find tins of sweets at silly prices. Oh no.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. Nor are they. They arrive precisely when they meet you.
Thanks, Gandalf. Scamperton Model Railway says, will you be reviewing the new Class 66 or Pannier tanks, Jenny? Possibly the Pannier tanks. There's been so many different 66s over the years. I'll come clean and be honest and say 66s do nothing for me. I'm not really into... I mean, when I reviewed the Happens one, when they sent over a pre-production model on loan, never got to keep it. The one thing that actually struck me was just how big Class 66 is. They're on a par with a Deltic. It really is quite amazing how big they are. Ravenheart Modelling says, Jen, what do you do for power, command station, power zones, boosters, etc. on Weir Yard? Now, I use the DCC Concepts Aegis, which acts as a 5 amp booster as well as everything else. And 5 amps, essentially, it's one power district for the entirety of Weir Yard. We're currently pulling 2.5 amps.
You can hold him by his feet.
Oh, okay. So, actually, he's looking good. Ho, ho, ho. He's got 3 hoes, but he ain't no Santa.
He is Santa.
Yeah, he is Santa, but we've gone for the pre-Coca-Cola green look of Santa. Really quite pleased with that. So, oh, you're gonna make me full screen. So, there we go. This is the Buggles Skelly Station Santa Claus, sold out at the NEC. I think it was his most popular line. I think it's the only thing that I'm certainly aware of that he sold every single one. I'm sure he's got more in stock now. But there he is. He's painted up, and a few people are asking about his sack. There is his sack, painted up in brown. He's got a list of naughty and a list of nice. Where am I putting him?
Right, put him anywhere in one of these. You'll be fine.
Right. Richard Knowles 963 says, even though they're not the era I'm going for, I'm tempted to get a TT120 Class 66. Yeah, there's some great stuff coming through.
Oh, TT120 just looks so good.
It does, rather. It does. Hello to you, Go For It Painting. Great to see you. Hope you're well.
So I'd just like to say at this point that I've almost finished him. He needs black gloves and black boots.
But you can't do that until he's dry enough to hold.
But I'm using Citadel paints. Seriously, guys, Citadel paint colours. Oh, why is the camera not working?
Because you haven't done your
Interesting.
No.
Citadel paint colours. They're great. They dry really quickly, but every time you use them, water your paint down. Put it into a little thing, a little palette, and then a dab of water on the brush, dab it in. Otherwise, it will come out thick like you would not believe.
Zantek says the National Railway Museum preserved Class 71 does still have its pantograph in place.
Cool.
Interesting to know. Raymond Legs 5508 says, I'm both the naughty and nice list. Charlie Chimp asks, what's in your letter to Santa this year, Jen? Well, it's delivered early because I've been told that my Class 13 is coming tomorrow, and I suspect my Class 74 may also be coming tomorrow. And I also just ordered a Class 44 in the Bachmann sale, so it's going to be very expensive.
Yeah, but just think, I've bought you the Eye for the Engine special thing with all the extra bits.
Oh,
so you don't have to fork out for that.
Oh, that's lovely.
So we have a question here from Ravenheart Modelling. It says, how are the TT120 bargain bins looking these days? Any bargains, or are people just keeping hold of them? I can answer this one because I looked in the bargain bins at the NEC, and there's not a huge amount. What's there is good, but there's not a huge amount. Most people that are buying TT120 are either keeping hold of the running stock or modding some of the stock. There's a big part of the TT120 groups where they're modding things to create locomotives that just aren't available. So the chances are a lot of people aren't passing on second hand because they don't have anything to pass on anymore.
I've heard as well, actually, that a lot of things like the 08 Shunters and the Terriers as well.
Oh, yes.
They've proven very popular for people utilising the chassis under 3D printed bodies.
Yes.
So, and it just shows, in some respects, this is how it used to be back in ye olde days before we were spoilt for choice on models, that people would use the chassis and make their own models. So, things like the LNWR Super Ds, a lot of people used to use the chassis off Hornby 008Fs. I believe there was like a very rudimentary kit that allowed you to turn to actually build your own white metal body to go onto that to make a Super D back in the day.
Wow.
And there's stuff like that.
Did the Super D have a cape?
What?
Did the Super D have a cape?
No, it did not. Right. RG Models 86 says, I've held a TT120 Terrier. It's the same size as an 009 narrow gauge loco. They are small, actually.
Yeah,
really,
TT120
really
is incredible.
But can I just say, if somebody from Hornby is watching, we need another run of the Terriers, and we need a lot more of the ochre liveried ones. I need to see more. They're my favourite livery.
By we need, do you mean you need?
I would buy one.
How many?
One.
Of each?
If they were in that livery, yes. But no, I think the market, we've seen when you consider across both Hornby and the Rails Daypole Terriers with the new tooling, we've only had Leadenhall, Merton, Brighton, Box Hill, Stepney. I think Knowle. Knowle was also done, but there's a question. I've not seen one in the flesh to actually buy it. So, like, let's say 6, and there were a lot of terriers. So there's, even the preserved ones. We need to see more of the terriers in that lovely ochre livery. Philippine 666 says buffet cars always go for stupid money. Oh yeah, Wadden, SHGP Media. I've got Wadden. Was that not the old tooling? That's the thing. I'm talking about the new tool. In the old tooling, they did chuck out quite a few, including Wadden and such like. But for the new tooling, we're talking about there's very few that they've done. Leadenhall and Merton are two quite strange ones. As far as I'm aware, neither of them have been done previously, even at the old tooling in that livery. But I'd like to see Thames as one, and Bishopsgate. Aaronville said, I'd like a 00 gauge Crampton Steam 420. Is that what Colfer Rail, I think, are proposing to do one of those? They were actually at the NEC, but with 3D prints of some of the models. The original Gary B, yes, I do mean Stroudley improved green, which is ochre. It's ochre, golden ochre. That's what the colour was. There's some question mark over whether he really thought it was green or whether he was just having a laugh. I have a feeling he was just having a laugh. SHGP Media says, it's the same as the other Hornby one I've got, different box though. The earlier one is the ex-Daypole tooling, the later one is tooled from scratch. Madden Steam Railway says, I'm looking forward to getting my S160. She hasn't arrived here in Broxburn yet. I don't think they've been released yet. Rapido did have, I think they were livery samples on display and running at the NEC, but they've not actually been delivered yet. Peter Jackson Chile Heath says, any more news on the new badges or wagons yet, Jenny? Right, the 009 wagons are coming the same time as all the other 009s, so you can pre-order through Sawyer Models. However, due to reasons, if you do pre-order from Sawyer Models website, it will charge you now, but then of course it will just be posted out when it comes with no further charge attached. But just bear that in mind. We are saying it up front with people. It's a limitation of keeping our accounts and their accounts separately is the reason behind all this. Also, don't forget that there are still some of the Minnoth Tattoos Quarries Monday Club wagons available through Sawyer Models. I think it's something like 3. The Stubborn Threesome are still available. You can buy them through the Sawyer Models website or indeed in person at shows or in their shop. And I think there's a single O-gauge one as well that I found in a cupboard here. I'd ended up with several. And so if you want an O-gauge one, there is an O-gauge one, but it's a single one. Catherine Norman 4655 says, hello Jenny and Zoe. Sorry I'm late. I finally made a live chat from Sydney, Australia. Hope you're both well.
Clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. So great to have you along, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if not already done so. Ivor Vanzen 164 says Cramptons are rare as hen's teeth. They were kind of a failed experiment. The issue with Cramptons was they were born out of a necessity of the metallurgy of the time. To go fast, you needed a big driving wheel, but you also needed to fit the boiler in. And if you have a big wheels, then the issue you face is it puts the boiler higher and higher to fit over the top of the axles. Same with the firebox. And you create a very unstable locomotive. So the big singles, things like the Cramptons, which are a 4-2-0. They even did. I think there was a Crampton that was a 6-2-2, but not very successful because grip became a big issue. Iron Horse Railway says, Jenny, check the squad chat. Your concept is finished.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, I think Flymo Chairman 1's leaning on his keyboard. Flymo Chairman 1, are you all right there?
I'm going to send these to the email system.
Yeah, we have an issue with Flymo Chairman 1. You're leaning on your keyboard. Ivovanzen164 says there is a minimum preserved Crampton in Germany and one in France.
No idea what's going on there.
I think he's lent on his keyboard or something. Anyway, Charlie Chimp says, what's in the Cupboard Monkey's letter to Santa? Cupboard Monkey?
I'm not asking for anything this year.
Are you not?
No.
Okay. I'll put in a request for, I don't know, some kind of Scale Electrics or... she likes PS2 games that she doesn't already have. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, yeah. Flymo Chairman, are you okay, Flymo Chairman? I think there's some kind
Flymo,
of...
please tell us that you're okay.
I suspect he has some kind of keyboard issue. Ivovanzen164 says, Pfalz Barn Museum has one, as does Mulhouse Train World. Flymo Chairman 1, do let us know that you're okay. Ravenheart Modelling says trans rights for Christmas. Okay. Yeah. Lofty Dale, big hello to you. Says Anthony from AGR Models here. Thank you for popping by on Saturday. Absolutely. We were in Leighton Buzzard, and it would not be complete without popping in. So thank you for welcoming us into the shop. It was really well stocked. We did tell people right back at the start that definitely it's a really great shop, well worth a visit. And I haven't got them up here. I bought some Prizer swans and I think ducks and swans.
Oh, you did, yes.
Prizer figures, always great, and they had a lovely selection. But also, one of the other things AGR Model Railway Store had was 009, lots of 009, including some of the Bachmann wagons, which are sold out everywhere. So Nocturne Estates, factory weathered number 73 box van, the Southern Railway box van, and then the Southern Railway, like the kind of like a yellowy brown colour one as well.
Okay. The
Yes.
keyboard giving up and it's jamming. Fair enough, man.
Oh, rightio.
Well, at least we know you're okay, because we were worried.
Oh, always. And we always say to people, if you haven't heard from somebody in a while, drop them a message. Make sure that they're all right. Lofty Dale says, thank you. I'll have to watch the video back later. Aha, you have revealed your lateness. Gandalf.
The Monday Clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. And also, Nigel Cold, 1936, says, a Bob Marley keyboard. It be jamming. Sorry to give people flashbacks and PTSD to their time at Warnerley. 2009 wagons pre-ordered during the stream.
Says Andy. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to anyone who's pre-ordered. We do appreciate it.
Absolutely, we do appreciate your support of the 009 wagon.
So, Jenny, it's turning 8:30.
Oh, yes, so time to see what you guys have sent
So I thought you
in.
might like to see what Iron Horse has done to your wagon.
Oh, yes. Now, I found in a drawer a single concept iron ore wagon. Now, I'm told there is a new batch of these coming through from KR Models. They're not here yet. These are actually really in a lot of demand. So,
That one, yeah.
So we're going to bring up Iron Horse Railways. Whilst we've been on the stream, has weathered up that little lone solitary wagon.
Yeah.
Looks great, actually. Really does look great. So thank you so much. Yeah, Ruben Ashworth says, time does fly by. Aaronville says, Colco Colfie Rail Company want to develop a 00 gauge Crampton Liverpool DCC next 18. They need 1,500 enthusiasts to pay £210 up front to proceed, according to the website.
That's a lot. That's a big ask. I hope they manage it.
I think the problem is that, following on from DJ models kind of ruined it for everybody else. So I think they may struggle a little bit, but we do wish them every luck on that. But we will say to people, just make sure that you're happy to do that before you do. I think maybe some people you might not realise. So just be sure you know what you're putting money into beforehand, and that there may be a little bit of a wait until it's delivered. The concert has a typical droopy coupling, says Ham Shackleton. Yes, they do. I can sort that. Don't worry. But the weathering on that does look amazing.
He's done an incredible job, especially since he's just been doing this during the show.
And so this is during the show. So a huge thank you to him for his amazing work. Right. So we're going to be showing some of you guys' videos. And actually, whilst that's on, I'm going to take that 71 off and swap it with something else because it's surging round there, and I'm not quite sure what is causing that. Possibly dirty pickups.
Ooh, dirty.
Or maybe it's got some garbage decoder in, like
garbage.
or something. I'm going to have to investigate it.
Before I go to the videos,
yes,
I will be showing the Santa that I've done, but I've got to edit edit the picture first to turn it round because I managed to take it on its side. So in a moment I'll be doing that, but at the moment my phone is deciding that it doesn't like me and it wants me to bugger off.
Oh, right. So I'm just going to change it because it's starting to act up, and I don't want to find myself blowing a decoder. That is
you don't want to blow a decoder on the stream. That would be a bad thing.
So what's this? D4337. I'm gonna play with something that I don't normally set out on the track. I've ended up with
gratuitous butt cam.
Don't worry, I'll get it back down and out of sight in no time at all. So,
but it won't be out of mind. We will remember forever. We will remember. Well, we know what you did. We know what you did. We know. So here is the Santa that I've been painting while Jenny's been interviewing Richard tonight, and I'm happy with what I've managed. But I need to redo his trousers somewhat because
it's the wrong trousers.
Tamiya doesn't go well with Citadel. They don't mix.
Oh, is it kind of gone a bit weirdy wobbly?
So it's a little bit on and off. It looks like he's wearing camouflage pants.
It actually looks like, you know those waterproof pants?
Okay, well you could go for that. But I managed because, I'll tell you what, when we were at Getz, I did something that I've been wanting to do for ages.
Was it beatbox like it ain't no
and
thing?
It's to get a head-mounted set of magnifying glasses. This is a 3 times, I think I'm using 2 times, but it might be up to 3 times.
They were actually on the stand opposite us.
And this is the best investment I have ever made because I love painting models. I love making models, I love painting models.
Can you remember what the company was called?
I wish I could. But
so if anybody can remember, they were opposite us up on balcony 2 at the Great Electric Train Show.
What it's actually allowed me to do is I have painted his eyebrows and his moustache.
So this
I would not have been able to do that before.
So whenever people like Mark Wilson and such like who are incredibly good at painting these things share them, I'm assuming you've got something like that. Scamperton Model Railway. We can't remember the name of the.
I wish I could remember the name.
No,
Squires, says Peter Jackson.
They may sell them, but that's not the company that you.
I couldn't tell you. There's a lot of people that sell them, and usually they're around £30. This guy, 25. So it was brilliant. I wish I could remember who he was. Was that the stand opposite Minitatis?
Yes, that was Warbler Productions. That was the stand. I can't remember. Aaronville says, actually, sorry, they want you to go on the wait list, not to pay yet. What's that for?
I don't know.
Ah, right. Right, they want to go on the wait list, not to pay it. That's the Colfie Rail. Right, that's fine. He has actually. I spoke to him, and we were looking at some point to.
Oh my goodness! I am so sorry.
Oh, for God's sake! Can you not part your butt cheek?
I am so sorry. We've been away eating greasy light crafts. Thank you, Lofty Dale. Thank you.
Oh, Zoe, can I just say?
I'm so sorry.
Could you not at least have parted your butt cheek so it didn't rasp?
I did. That's the worst part.
And you have the gall to accuse Iron Horse of being a stinky.
I never accused anyone of being stinky. I can't help it.
Oh!
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Guys, I am so sorry. I really am. Topsy and Gronksy are fine. Don't worry.
Oh no! Oh, put some videos on.
Are you finished?
Yes, I am.
Oh dear.
Oh!
Raymond Legg says, if I ask a girl to help with my trousers, I get slapped.
Oh! Yeah, Zantek, the spirit of Craig, haunts Willie.
Tonight we'll be visiting Butts Farting.
I didn't expect Butts Farting to be brought here. Oh, it's like a farmyard.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, it's like somebody's been manure spreading over there.
The loud ones don't smell.
Yes, they blooming do. Where did that myth come from? You say
from your butt.
Turn on the X-Tractor fan. Oh, to be honest, I think it'll have its work cut out. Unfortunately, the X-Tractor fan has been disabled for the winter, so we don't get any moisture build-up. What happens is the condensation ends up underneath the roof slates, and then when it freezes in winter, and then it causes drippage.
Do you want your Santa or not?
It causes drippage.
No, he needs to dry properly now.
Yeah, he does. Right, now, shut up and play people's video.
I can't strike a match, Harpos.
No.
If I did that, we'd explode.
Yeah, live steam, Nick. A very organic lot tonight.
I am sorry. So we got a message here from Richard Swiderski who says, hello, Jenny and Zoe. I hope you're all better after the Lily exhibition. So we're getting closer to the right time. Back at Hertford Station, and we see the Scottish Blue Pullman flying through Hertford Station in Cheshire, 19th of September. Here we go.
Yes. So yes, Arunville, absolutely. Those who denied it supplied it.
I never denied it.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what I was doing. Here we go. Beep, beep, we're going in.
Air probably too thick for the extractor, says Stevie Film. Yeah. Then so. Oh, I would say put a cork in it, but I don't want the ricochet going around the room.
I'm not the fart controller.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sarah Davis, 74. Yes,
I cannot control it. Oh my goodness.
Yes, the original fast. Gary B. Absolutely. Oh, isn't it lifelike? Looks so real.
Wow. They're a bit quick tonight, aren't they?
Yeah. Nino. Oh yes, the Police 37 is coming soon.
Yes.
Oh, the Blue Pullman. Doesn't it look nice, everybody?
I have to admit, I did like the Police 37 at the NEC. A lot of people were saying that it looked a little toy-like.
Yeah,
but to me, that's like, isn't that the point? It's supposed to be fun. Yeah. I thought this hobby was about fun.
Krista Duke, we do need a ULEZ zone up here. Or some kind of hermetically sealed fart humidor. So can I just say, whilst we're on with this, Steve Hayman, thank you so much for your generosity. They sent £5 through the paypal.me and sends a note. Thanks for another fun live stream. You two are my stress relief pill for the week. Oh, thank you. That is incredibly kind of you.
Yes, Scamperton.
Thank you so much.
Scamperton, you were absolutely right. That's the whole point of the Blue Light 37. It's not meant to be a supermodel. It's meant to be fun. Exactly. Sometimes we can just have a bit of fun.
Absolutely. So, there we are.
Diet Coke is a beverage of choice tonight. That's very lovely. Thank you so much, Richard, for sending that in. We'll jump back to the roving cam. People are now asking, is your Christmas list now include a gas mask?
It should do.
We're gonna see her come on next week, just dressed as Darth Vader.
Welcome to the Monday Club.
What, and then be like Dark Helmet and just whip it up. Go, I can't breathe in this thing.
We're still showing the TMC logo, are we? Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
The one place I didn't change is the browsers.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm sure they'd be perfectly happy with a little bit of free advertising.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry. We parted on really good terms. They've changed the direction of their sponsorship in terms of what they're going to be spending their marketing budget on. So, as we said at the start, we absolutely wish them well and thank them so much for their amazing support over the years.
Yes, that's fantastic of them. Thank you so much for everything you've done to help us out, and we hope that we've helped you out as well.
Ben Tullett 6068 says, "What about Darth Vader from Back to the Future?" Oh yes, from Planet Vulcan.
Yes. Those films are just classics.
Absolutely,
they really are.
Absolutely. So, parted like Zoe's cheeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologise for Jen's reaction to my completely natural experience.
It was not natural. I mean, and the problem was she did not part the cheeks.
I did.
You parked the cheeks, but you did not part the cheek. Yes, thank you. Anyway, so
we've got a message here from Going to the Dogs, who says, I've attached a short video showing the latest addition to my fleet. Ooh. This is from October, so it's a little late, but we are getting closer.
We're getting there. Right, so...
Let's do this. What have we got?
So, here we go.
What's he picked up? My goodness. A new addition to the fleet. Ooh. What is it? Ooh. A Curascale Class 60.
Oh, they are quite nice, actually. Really quite nice. I've got one of those.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
I like the clutter as well in front of the depot. And
yes.
that's one of the things that really makes a model. The real world is not generally...
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for jumping into my defence.
Huh? No, what? No. Can I just say, that was part of the anti-theft device. I waited until everybody else got out, and then I let one rip and then shut the door on it. So anybody who tried to break into that car would let it out.
Would get a face full of ass.
Yeah. That's really nice. There's some really nice features there. I think the those lifting jacks on you see the 4 lifting jacks. I think they're a Bachmann Scenecraft product, but there's a lot of West Hill Wagon Works stuff there as well.
Oh,
really
West Hill
nice.
Wagon Works have some amazing stuff on offer.
Yeah. And that's a nice crane actually in the background. I think that's one of the Bachmann ones.
I saw some cranes at the NEC. They were actually really good prices as well. If they'd been in a scale that I was interested in, I would have got some. Yeah, and that is a lovely livery, it must be said. I like your retaining wall as well. I'm going to assume, I think they may be from either the Knock or the Prizer range, but they are really effective. And I always say to people, don't discount some of the stuff in HO, because the size difference between OO and HO isn't that much. And like things like figures and buildings, they come in different sizes in the real world. Yes. But that is a lovely livery on that, actually. I do quite like that. That is very cool. And again, look, you see there's a lot going on with stuff and everything's busy. There's stuff everywhere. It looks like somewhere that is actually working rather than just somewhere you're hanging out showing your trains. But Raymond Legg says, I swear I saw an adult film called A Face Full of... Let's not go any further with that, please. We don't need to know about your particular viewing predilections. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says there was an N-gauge train at the NEC, £80 for a 3D printed kit with wheels and couplings. How did I not see that? Because you weren't paying attention. To be fair, there's entire sections of the NEC that I've walked around and I still can't remember. It's Sarah Davis 74 says, reminds me of the anti-burglar device from RoboCop. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, this is... Oh, actually...
Jen is so happy.
I've just realised which layout we're looking at. I love this bridge, and I say this every time. They're the Pico girder bridge sites. Now, I use a lot here on Weir Yard. They're a great thing. They've been on the market for a long, long time. But you see there the great effect where you've got... It's like there's a bridge over something. But you don't have to have the something it's over. You can create the illusion of greater depth to your layout using bridge girders like this.
Yeah.
West Hill Wagon Works sells some really good bridge girders as well.
Oh, look at those bags of sand and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
I mean, and the Budleia in the background. I love this layout. We've talked about this layout so many times, but it's really nice to see the TMD as a new area for the layout. It's definitely really impressive.
It's all right, you were stood on the wire, but
oh, well, that's lovely.
Right, thank you so much for sending that in. That is great. I'm going to move back over because we've got a few others that we need to do as well.
So
but that was
thank
lovely.
You so
thank
much.
you so much.
Always a pleasure going to the dogs.
It
Always
really is.
A pleasure. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. So who have we got up next? This is the TT120 Terrier. Yeah. This comes from, just waiting for it to come
Mike
up.
Lane at TT120. Mike Lane TT120 even, sorry.
Yeah.
So here we go, let's jump in.
So
it's done it again. There we are. No, it hasn't. There we are.
Do you want to wind that back a little bit? Because we've just... Oh, no, well, there it is. Right, so this is the TT120 Terrier. Doesn't it look nice, everybody?
It really does.
Yeah. So, I have to say, I think Hornby are really onto a winner. You've got two of the three there. There's also a BR
okay,
livery.
I wasn't really interested in the Terriers for TT120 because I was going more modern. But that green one has just sold it on me. I like it. I want one.
Yeah. Live Steam Nick says I'm off to Great Eastern Models on Saturday. Wallet punishment time again. Don't forget to take your Monday Club badge. They do a discount if you show your Monday Club badge.
Oh, look at how he's got a break in the walls as well. That's really cool.
I do like the Huntley and Palmer's wagons as well. There's a 00 version of those they released as part of the
this is just so nice.
Peckett set.
This is so nice.
Yeah, really, really nice. The Terrier really is great. Project Northgate says, I'm back. Lovely layout. Welcome back.
Welcome back, man. It's good to see you back, dude.
And absolutely, obviously, you've been through a very difficult time, as have we, for similar reasons, but it is so great to see you back. As I said to you in private messages, don't let somebody else take your hobby from you.
Don't let someone else steal your hobby from you.
And it was also great to see that you were at the Rails event. Actually, we were talking with Richard Brighton earlier on.
Yeah.
You got to go to the Rails event, and the support from John Barber and the Rails crew for you really was great.
That was
see.
incredible. It really was. Because this hobby comes together to help each other out.
Absolutely,
and we don't take bad actors lying down. We don't do it.
No, Philippine 666. That loco was Brighton. I think they've reused the artwork from the 00 versions. I don't think they. No, they did do Stepney, but with this slight difference. Later on, the Terriers gained a number 6. So Stepney was originally number 55. And then they got renumbered to 655 before going into the LBSCR brown livery. PN Train says, I got my 5th TT120 loco last week. Andrew Moy Jones says, I'm waiting for a certain locomotive. RG Models 86 says, TT120 is really tempting, but I'm still resisting. Harry Sedgwick says, I'm going to skip off earlier. I'm ready watching tonight's TV show at 9 p.m. It's called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here on ITV. I'm out.
Take care, man. Thanks for coming along and have a great
No worries.
night.
We do realise it is a school night, so and it doesn't mean that we think you're all kids, but it's like, if you've got work in the morning as well.
Flying with Chairman 1 actually has a very good question. Now we've managed to save the David Clark layout, can we try and get over there to see what it's all about next year?
Absolutely.
It's on our list, isn't it?
It is on our list. Les Cliff, friend of the channel, also a previous co-host as well, and resident of the Jablite Whittling Dungeon. Great friend, and he has worked so hard behind the scenes to save that railway, involving other YouTubers, involving magazines, getting the BBC involved. Les Cliff is often the unsung hero of so many things in the model railway community. So it's really great that he has worked so hard to bring lots of things together to create the buzz to save the railway.
He's the GOAT.
The what?
The GOAT. GOAT. Richest of all time. That's how it means.
Okay, sorry.
Champion.
I thought you were speaking hood to me there.
Yes, I was.
So, Ravenheart Modelling says, everyone welcome in the hobby, even if they do build motorbikes and lifeboat kits too. Hey, one of the things as well, actually, I've seen Airfix announce that they're releasing the Vosper Thornycroft motor torpedo boat. It is a great kit, and it is in the same scale as 00.
I have a bone to pick with Airfix. Because last year, their announcements were basically, hey Zoe, we'd like everything from your wallet, please. Yeah, it was like they'd gone through my childhood and re-released every single thing I built as a kid. And I was like, oh, no, I need some time off, man. Come on.
So, Stevie Film says, bad news, I am unemployed. Good news, no pesky work to get in the way of Monday afternoon viewing. I'm so sorry to hear. Hopefully things sort out for you.
Hopefully
I know it's never an easy time if you get made unemployed. Yeah. But hopefully it's just temporary, and everything will be sorted.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
Yeah. Anthony says, Jenny, next year one day should do a Monday Club meetup at the David Clark Railway. We could take over. I know there is a limitation to the number of people they can have in the room at any one time.
We're going to fill it.
Well, you will.
Thank
with
you.
Your aura.
Thank you.
Raspy Parp.
I love you too, Jen.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a message here from Andrew Johnson. It says, please find attached pictures taken of a 12mm HO modular layout display.
HOM. That's the scale, HOM, meter gauge.
Okay, I'm trying to read. Built
by Rijkus van der Westhuizen. I've tried to break up his name to help you with the Afrikaans. Right. Rijkus van der Westhuizen. Westhuizen. Afrikaans is derived from Dutch, if that helps. Yes. And another person who I actually need to meet one day is trying to depict some typical South African bushveld scene.
Cool.
To my eye, the colours may be a bit vivid and should be toned down a little, but if it rains in the bushveld, the grass changes from yellow to green. I have added some pictures of actual scenery for you to compare and judge for yourself a South African bushveld scene.
Cool.
The pictures were taken during a model train show in Johannesburg, South Africa on the 1st and 2nd of November. By no means is this show as big as any small club show, but it was the place to be. So,
to be fair, some small shows are usually the best. So let's have a look at this.
And of course, I think...
oh, wow. Has anyone had any thoughts on the Peakorama closure? Yeah, that seemed to come out of nowhere.
I know they've said there's complicated reasons about the Peakorama shutdown. Pico itself is absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. Oh my word! Look at those trees.
That is incredible. That is incredible.
Oh look, and there's like a little gate and a track. This is wonderful. Can we zoom in closer? Oh look at one of those little water pump windmills as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There's so much to see on this. So
that's HOM. So that's meter gauge, which is roughly about 3'6", I think.
This is so good.
Wow, different colours and textures. This is really nice.
Yeah.
So
when you said that she thinks it might be too vivid. No, I'm loving it. I'm loving this.
It actually, I mean, scenery like this would also pass for parts of places like Texas, Nevada, Oregon.
Similar sort of environment.
Not Oregon, Colorado, but then also Australia.
Yes.
There's. I could. If you told me this was Australia, places over there can look a lot like this. So that's really nice, and it's really great kind of wiry straw clumps of grass there as well. This is really nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm really impressed. This is really good stuff, man.
Yeah, so HOM is anything between Bosnian and standard gauge. There's IVOVs and, well, it's just IVOV and 164.
Look at this tree, Jen. Look at the texture on there.
It's really,
That
really
is
nice.
so nice.
Really, really nice. Dean Fielding 5881 says good evening to both of you. Gandalf, good evening to you. Great to see you, but I'm sorry we had to wake up Gandalf.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. So, Zantac says 3'6" Cape gauge is 1,067 millimeters. However, 1,000 millimeters to 1,067 millimeters is actually about the thickness of the rail, so there's not much in it.
This is interesting. This is the photograph that they're showing us to base it on.
Oh, right, yes. That actually, I think they've got it exactly right.
I think they've got it on par. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they say, you
I
get
love the
rain
look of
and
these.
everything kind of perks up.
I love the look of these. They've got a
They've got an almost US kind of vibe
yeah.
to them.
They've
They
got
remind
that kind
me
of
of some of the
powerfulness, haven't
yeah.
they?
They remind me of some of the US electric locos from the 50s and 60s.
Oh,
And look, we've got Veg flailing out the windows.
Veg.
Sorry, just one of the nicknames for people who flail out of the window. They're probably shouting, "My lords!" or words to that.
I love that kind of curve that you get when they go around corners.
Yeah.
It's a great look. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Because you get to see the steam. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sending that in. That is a real treat.
Thank you so much. Really thoroughly enjoyed that, and that scenery was incredibly good.
Thank you so much, Andrew. That was brilliant.
Sharing that with us. Catherine Norman 4655 says, I too hope Picorama reopens to a great teaching tool for both modelling and budding engineers. Absolutely. And they will be sorely missed. I know that Pico have said that it isn't necessarily permanent. They will reevaluate, see, with changes in economic climate. It's just that it's cost more to run than it's earned back.
And sometimes, unfortunately, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, unfortunately so. But as I look at the time, it seems that the teapot of inevitability has filled up with the brew of trueness. I don't know.
The teapot of inevitability has poured out its last drops.
Absolutely.
And now it comes for the washing up of getting on with our lives.
So, don't forget, after the stream, you will be prompted to go over to Gamehammer Classic Gaming, All Request Monday Night Live, and Gamehammer Classic Gaming, aka the Cupboard Monkey. What do you have for the good people?
Whatever they fancy. It's All Request Night.
All Request Night.
Within reason, I will not be playing something like Debbie Does Dallas or anything like that.
You don't have that.
No.
You better not. Well, hey, we're friends. That's supposed to be shared.
That should be on the shed drive.
Yeah. But yes, absolutely, Anthony. Time flies when you're having fun. Renaming to Fart Hammer, says Stevie Field.
I love you all too.
So, shall we go to our outro music as we say a huge thank you to everybody, and we'll be back with some scenes of Weir Yard after this. But if you haven't done already, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay put for your prompt to head on over to Gamehammer Classic Gaming. But from me, Jenny Kirk, take great care of yourself. You are always the greatest, and this is your online model railway club. We are here for everyone. Take care. Good night. Happy modelling.
Jenny loves you, diesel shunder. In the yard, you're no front. station. Slow and steady, never flashy in the yard where tracks are trashy. Jenny knows your secret song. To her, you're where you belong. Grunk it up, you're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Grunk it up for what you're worth. You're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Grunk it up for what you're worth. Grunk it up. Grunk it up. Grunk it up.
So, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And before we see where the Monday Club train is heading to, can I just say an absolutely massive thank you to Simon Pitcher for his amazing generosity. Very, very kindly sent quite a sizable amount on paypal.me. Thank you so much for your generosity,
so much,
Simon. You are incredibly kind. And just make sure you see to yourself first. Don't
treat yourself first, dude.
Absolutely. But thank you so much for your amazing generosity. But first of all, oh yes, and of course, see you on Saturday in Rattery, says Matt
Yes.
Navi. Absolutely looking forward to it. We will see you there, and of course, everybody who comes. It's the Rattery Little Train Show in Rattery, which is near Totnes in Devon, and it was an amazing show last year, and it's sure to be even better this year. So do come and check us out there. We will have the very last of the Monday Club badges. Could you just give that a push over there?
Which one?
That one that stopped. There we go. We are super low warning. Now, the next colours have been ordered. I say colours. People who come on the show, we will be given to have an exclusive colour, which is going to be a Caledonian Railway blue. And then the ones that will go on general sale will be in a royal purple. So next colour, royal purple. But I know it's a long way for a lot of people to go. But of course, for people down in Devon and Cornwall and Somerset, it's a short way to go. It's actually their local show. So we look forward to seeing you.
Distance is relative.
Absolutely.
The train now departing is the 21:05 service to Botsford, stopping at Bolton Trinity Road, Mineth Tatus, Tatus Newydd. Pack 'em on the back. Mineth Tatus Newydd. Where else should we go? We'll go to
If you've done butts
Hookleton
farting,
on the Hill.
Actually-
That's where we're going as the final destination.
oh right, yeah,
Don't you pay attention. Listen to your announcements.
yeah.
Hookleton on the Hill.
You've gone via Pratt's Bottom, it seems, during the stream.
Well, we'll go through our Pat's Bottom tonight as well. All change at 3 cocks for Lord Hereford's Knob. We'll also go to Pittsburgh somehow. Eindhoven. That unnamed layout that Jenny said had a name and it turned out it didn't have a name. Upside Downton, we don't have to go there. On through Bolton Trinity Road again, somehow, and then on to Butsvardy. That's the 21:06 service to Butsvardy.
Have we been to Eindhoven? I wasn't paying attention to you.
Yes, we've been to Eindhoven and back then back again.
Yes, it kind of shuttles between Eindhoven and Eindhoven via everywhere in the world.
And Eindhoven.
So, ta-ta for now, Harp House Halt, and thank you everybody for joining us. It's always great to have your company. This is, after all, the Monday Club, your online model railway community where all are welcome, and it's just always great to hang out with you guys.
Except no substitutes, because there isn't another Monday Club.
No.
If you're looking on other channels, you'll find that the Monday Club is not on, because it's on this channel on Mondays.
Yes.
That's how it works.
If there is another Monday Club on Monday, then we don't know about it, because we're here doing the Monday
Actually,
Club.
no, that's actually not true. There is another group called the Monday Club.
Oh?
It's a couple of guys sitting in armchairs talking about something, and it's got nothing to do with model railways. So, accept no substitutes, because they're not talking about railways.
What do they talk about?
I have no idea. I
I don't know. I'm always here.
Yeah, I watched a little bit because it's like, what's this? They've been going for almost a year, and it's a couple of guys talking about guy stuff.
Interestingly enough, Catherine Norman says, actually, it's the Tuesday Club here. Of course, anybody in
Time
Australia...
is relative.
Yes. Greetings from the past. Our ways may seem quaint to you. Darn that international dateline.
Yes. So yes, the Monday Club. Accept no substitutes. Brand X is just two guys sitting in couches.
Yes. And brand Y is three gerbils in a trench coat.
Yes.
You want brand Z.
Or a plastic bag with a speaker in it.
Okay, anyway, will you...
I'm just making stuff
Can
up
you
now.
get
Right,
lost?
see you later.
Go and get your game hammer
I'm
stream.
going to hammer some games.
Okay, you do.
Oh yes, I am. Oh yes, I am. Right, I haven't got time to take down my brushes or the
Yeah, it's
the
all
water
right.
pot,
I'll
so-
throw them in the bin for you.
So please don't trip over the water pot and then eat it, because I know what you like.
I know what you're like. Well, yes, everybody knows what you're like now. Pop, pop.
Ah, yeah, well,
I don't. That's the whole point. So we've got a lovely Santa. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and find my tacky wax. If I can. Where? Tacky wax, where are you? I honestly don't know where I have tacky wax, I just don't know where it is. Intriguing. I've got it! I found it! Yay! Jenny found her tacky wax, tacky wax. It's tacky, but it's wax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tacky wax on Santa's feet. If I can. I'm going to... Where shall I put Santa? Actually, I don't think I'll put him on the... I'm not going to put him on the signal box steps. I'm thinking he would work well somewhere. Maybe on Duntelling Pike. Would I put him on Duntelling Pike? Tacky wax is great, Richard Swiderski, absolutely. Because it also means you can move your figures if you change your mind. So we're gonna have Mr. Ho Ho Ho. Actually, oh, I know where I'll put him. I've got deer on the mountain. They can double for reindeer. So let's try a different angle of the dangle. I can't actually show you the hillside, but you can see. There he is, and he's going to go somewhere up here. I don't know where to put him. There we go. I found a place I will share with you in one of the update videos. What a dirty bit of track there. You may have noticed the coal train stopped until I prodded it. So I think I've got a dirty bit of track. What I'm going to do is, oh hello you, I'm going to reach in and clean it once the train has cleared the section. So in answer to, sometimes people ask me, what do I use to clean the track on Weir Yard? Well, from time to time it does need cleaning, and I use one of these. Oh hello. Amazing, isn't it? Switch with you and there's like no blooming trains there. Oh, there we go. Here they come. So we just got word that Gamehammer Classic Gaming is about to go live, so you guys take great care of yourself. As always, you'll get a prompt that will take you over to Gamehammer Classic Gaming or request Monday Night Live for your retro gaming goodness. So do head on over for the Cupboard Monkeys All Request Monday. I have no idea what she's playing, and well, just ask. If she has it, she will play it. Remember, it's retro, so unlikely to be brand new games. But from me here, you take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.